Alright, looks like we're good and ready to go. Hey everyone, Ragmune here, welcome you back to more Let's Play Gran Turismo 2. The racing driver Carroll Shelby built his first cars in 1962. They were British AC chassis with a 4.2-liter Ford V8 engine, the legendary Cobra. He moved on to tuning Mustangs till 1970. Subsequently, Shelby worked with several other manufacturers running racing programs or making high-performance versions of their cars. He's currently building the Shelby Series 1 sports car, which I believe, well, currently being like 1999. I don't know what he's doing now, or if he's even alive. But yeah, remember that Cobra that we won from way back in, from just way long ago? Yeah, we're gonna tune that. We're gonna tune this son of a bitch up because I'm gonna race a Shelby today. This is gonna be our muscle car. This thing can't be racing modded, nor can it be turboed, so we have to go on that good old North American tune-up. I was practicing on a couple of courses because it's gonna be some hell. This thing is slidey as balls, like it shows. These old muscle cars and the like are pretty notorious for being slidey. And I have no idea why the game makes us slip and slide so much. You so much as touch one wall or just a small tire completely out of place off the track. It's like you're going spinning. There's nothing you can do. Because of that, there's certain tracks that this thing is just absolutely terrible with. Funny enough, the more racing-oriented tracks sort of do it. Like, they're sort of the best ones for this car to play around with. Let's see here. Brakes. Hell, buying this thing a Tier 3 turbo upgrade or Tier 3 tune-up costs $75,000. That's the price of a Shelby right there. That's the price of a Cobra right there. And I need to keep myself down below the 490s, I believe. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy the port. I'm gonna go ahead and buy the standard stuff here: the port and polish, the engine balancing. We're building ourselves a racer, boys. This thing doesn't get a displacement, but I figured I'd show you that. So North American tune-up, as you'll see here, pushes us up to 490, 518, 566. And then if I were to buy the racing muffler for this thing, look at that. That's a lot. I'm going to go ahead and buy, I believe, I don't even know if I want the muffler. Not drivetrain, come on. Better than this. I think I'm going to buy the North American tune-up. That'll do it. We'll buy stage 1 just to save a little bit of cashola. Alright, so where are we going today? Well, how can I put this without sounding like an evil, malicious dictator? That's why I wanted to stay below 493. We can do these races. Particularly, this car can do this race right now. How am I doing on performance chip? 497. Oh God, this is gonna be a fun curb stomp. This track is actually pretty hard for this car. This track's actually pretty easy for this car, but I'm about to show you the power of muscle car. I just realized one fatal mistake. I forgot to tune this thing. Oops! Rip one day. Rip one day. Let me see here. Oh, I can do Grand Valley too. Cool. Ah, screw it. We'll start Grand Valley and then go midfield. We'll tune it up to about 15. Normally I go 18 on this thing, but what the hell. I'm feeling merciful today. So, the best song I could tell you to look through with this, if you play Need for Speed Carbon. Best thing I can tell you about this is go look up the Need for Speed Carbon Angie character theme. And that kind of fits these muscle cars in the game to a T. Now, like I said, these muscle cars are freaking slidey, so it's like you need to brake early, you need to turn ever so delicately, and then you'll be good to go. I also turn the quality back down to 25 frames to see if that does anything to assist me. And put the CPU processor up to ultra fast, so that hopefully hopefully we can increase the quality. That's gonna be a spin out. That's unfortunate. By the way, these are 3-lap races, so that's gonna be a thing. Oh boy. This is actually an intense race. I hate the tracks that have like the off-road sort of deal going for them. Man, I should be killing these cars. Might be because I didn't buy that. Oh no, I'm in the right turbo frame. I'm in the right turbo frame, what am I thinking? Just gotta remember to brake early. It's pretty much what this car boils down to, most muscles anyways. Brake early. Brake early and carry a big stick and you'll go far. This is a boring track, though, because it's like, you saw that first lap time, right? It takes about 6 minutes to complete even in a racing class car. What doesn't help is still playing a muscle car. I am being super safe right now. I am playing this super safe just because it's like I said, this car spins out a lot. Let me think here. But yeah, I don't mind the Cobra too much whenever there's a lot less handling to do and you don't spin out. I think what sets most muscle cars away, what sets most muscle cars apart, there we go, from the tuners and stuff like that. It's like these cars don't have nearly like the kind of control of these things. But if there's like straightaways, look how fast I'm accelerating here. Like I accelerate as fast as a racing class car at points, and then it just comes down to how well you brake and turn. Pardon. Throat, don't get scratchy now. I'm thinking, okay, the race is over, I won, but we still have 1 lap to go. Oh noes. You see how early I had to brake there? It's just how this goes. Not much I could say right now because it's like, since I know this car spins out, I'm trying not to screw it up. cross the Golden Gate Bridge, even though this probably has nothing to do with Golden Gate. Yeah, put on your favorite muscle car. And there's the last turn. I am not losing on this turn because otherwise I'll have to do that whole 6 minutes again. And I am not having people sit through that. Screw a dat. And it looks like we are victorious in this race. That was an annoying laugh. Look at that, a Supra, Camaro, a Skyline. You know people aren't kidding around with this. But for winning these sets of races, you get ridiculous cars, man. Like, it's ridiculous. They're great cars too. Funny enough, the Shelby color that I kept is the one that's the color of the actual racing car they sell. All right, to midfield. Everyone knows this particular race. By that I mean you know what I'm about to win. Oh, I only have the stage 1, don't I? Alright. I suppose I'll go buy that upgrade before I continue on because I kinda want it. I don't have to go like fully. I can just go stage 2 and be fine. As much as I kinda want to go stage 3. Just to kinda show it off and have it, but screw spending $75,000 on that because I don't need it for how long I'll be using this car. Engine, tune-up. Fuck it. Let's go. 75 grand down the drain. Actually, now that I bought the racing stuff, I wonder what the Tier 2 would bring you up to. Oh, that's way better. Yeah. That means I can use all of it and just have that. That's what I should have done in the first place. Oh well, I can make that money back easy. I mean, all I have to do is go farm another Cobra. I could do that on camera, but I don't want to. Alright, now we'll go to midfield. Midfield. Now that I have the stage 2 turbo installed, it's going to be a little faster. I honestly could have turned my racing mod up, my racing transmission up a bit. But yeah, the reason that this car is pretty good at midfield is because it's mainly there's a bit of dodging and weaving, but it's more along the lines of hard, long straightaways. Let me rephrase that. More just long, narrow, and good, like, wide-open straightaways and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And the turns really aren't that detrimental to you. You just gotta remember, importantly, in these, in the Shelby, to brake early. Brake early and make sure that you kind of tap your acceleration so that you can get around these turns without spinning out, and then you're golden. I could put this car up. Oh god, no, 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 no. Do not go off-road. We do not want you going off-road. I could probably take this car, though, and start racing against some good old-fashioned racing class machines. I'd have to get lucky, mind you, but you see that I could. Especially with Tier 3 Turbo. And no, I'm not selling this Cobra off just because I put money into it. And unfortunately, if you put money into upgrading a vehicle in any way, your sellback price for the car doesn't jump up at all, and there's no way to sell back either. So it's like, if you want more money to put in, if you want more money to put into your car, you have to go farm it out. Thankfully, though, we're getting to the point where I can show you the best race to farm in the game, and I think you all know where I'm going with this. But of course, we have one more car that I kind of need to unlock first, and I'll be using the Lancer for that, just because I totally can. At least this track is way shorter than Grand Valley, so it won't take up too much time. I think Red Rock's even shorter. Ugh, excuse me. Okay, I failed to brake early there. There we go, much better. That's a much better recovery there. Anyone remember watching Too Fast, Too Furious with Paul Walker and Tyrese, aka that movie where there was actual prominent muscle car? There was a scene where Brian and I think his name was Brian and Rome. Yeah, Brian and Rome. They end up racing these two. They end up racing these two douchebags that have they have a Hemi. I think that's a Dodge Charger. I think it's the Dukes of Hazzard car. I think it's a Dodge Challenger or Dodge Charger. It's a Dodge something and a Camaro. That's what they look like to me, anyways. No kidding. They end up winning, but it's like to think they had to go and get that stuff. Kind of cool if they actually had a little bit more prominent muscle car showing off. Tokyo Drift I skipped over. Then I watched 4 and never really got what happened, because I feel like after 4 they ditched the whole underground racing stuff and ended up focusing more on like a freaking murder mystery drama sort of bullshit, which made me really dislike the series as a whole afterwards. But I have fond memories of the first and second films because I feel like and maybe even Tokyo Drift, because they counted almost flawlessly what the underground racing games kind of looked like back in the day. We have one more car to get. Ignore those racing class cars down there. They're trash. They're trash. They're trash. Settings. What do I have in terms of turbo? I wonder, can I just drop... Yeah, I could just drop you. Sports. Can I just go sports? I believe I can just do that and get in there. If I can, great. If not, I just have to drop one more thing, and it'll probably be like my performance chip or something. Okay, go race. Special events. Oh, too far. There we go. We're in. We in there. But yeah, here's the titular race that I'm supposed to be doing with this car. I could do it with the stock, but I'm not going to, because if you want to see me do that, go watch my speedrun hangout session, or you can just watch one of my 2 speedruns. But if you're able to tune this thing up just a hair, you should be able to take on this racetrack no problem, because before I would have the problem of I wouldn't be able to catch these guys because my top, like right here, this is my top speed right there before anything would happen, and I'd have to slow down to like 90 some miles an hour, but here I am absolutely fine. So since I know this track like the back of my hand and I have an ideal tuned vehicle, I did this race with the Cobra as well. I cannot do this race with the Cobra, if only because the Cobra can't get in here even as a stock because it's too high. Sad face. Speaking of emojis, how about that emoji movie? Good lord. I think I Hate Everything said it right. That's like 90 minutes of advertisement right there. Do not go see that movie. It's a pile of garbage. It is a pile of garbage. Funny enough, I had the volume up for the music in the game, and I think what ended up happening was it didn't get flagged, if only because I was talking over it all the time, which is great. But if I'm gonna end up using music like this in the game proper, I probably, sadly, this is also not a 6-speed car. That's my only downside of the Lancers. They're not 6-speed. I have to get a Skyline for that. Funny enough, we could have probably just tuned a Skyline for this and made it better than ever. But we have the Unisa Jex now, which I'll definitely be showing off later. Thankfully, I'm not tired in any sense of the word. Just sitting here, chilling with you guys in the comments section, playing a racing game because this is my life. It's a good day. Kind of wish I had a Jones soda, though. Anyone here like Jones soda? Because I know I do. They even call it your soda. It's kind of cool how they let you kind of order a case and have a picture on it. I wonder what happens to the cases that aren't ordered specifically, but you get a picture submitted to the Jones Soda Corporation. Okay, this track is a bit longer, but there's a great car that comes out of this because, as you know, in the speedrun, we use a certain car that we get from this race as our stepping stone to the Unisa Jex. Just because it's that damn good. Look at that, we tuned this thing so well, I could give it a racing mod, and it could probably do Red Rock Valley, it's so good. You're probably hearing me go, if you are, that's unfortunate, but that's my controller. Yeah, I think my mic is picking that up. Yep, that's my mic. It's my mic picking that up, so apologies that you hear all of the clickety-clackety of the controllers here, but I refuse to use a keyboard to Let's Play this game. Because while I can play this game with a keyboard rather nicely, you need some precision turning here and there. You'll definitely want the analog turning. Makes me wonder, should I pick up and play Gran Turismo 1? Because it doesn't have analog control, but it was the first. Do you guys think it would be a good idea to LP Gran Turismo 1, yes or no? Obviously, I'll do it without the music, but I just want to ask, should I just continue with this or go look at Gran Turismo 1 on my off time? Let me know. I don't want that. That's a Skyline GTR V spec. I think that's 92. There we go. That's 3 races today. Man, it's already 25 minutes in. I think it's I spent time freaking editing cars and stuff. But let's go ahead and look at our prize cars and why they're so good. First up, the car we just got, the Daishin Sylvia. Very nice racing class car, and it's orange. It's a beautiful car. 413 horsepower, front-wheel drive. This could actually enter a couple of FR races, I believe. Second, which we got from Grand Valley, was the Castrol Mugen NSX. This is tunable at Honda. And this car spins out so goddamn much. Terrible racing class car. Don't ever use this. I am actually debating selling it right now because it's bad. In fact, I think we will. If I want another one, I'll go win another one. Simple as that. And finally, on to our main attraction, this beautiful Skyline sponsored by Unisa Jex. Don't know who the hell Unisa Jex is, but this is the car we use to effectively unlock our Pikes Peak Escudo. No, I am not going to do that anytime soon right now, because if I'm going to unlock the Pikes Peak Escudo, I'll do that off screen. But this is a fantastic racing car, and you can do a lot of free racing with it. And this unlocks a lot of money grinding opportunities because we have the Unisa Jex Skyline GTR. But why use the Unisa Jex, guys? Well, if anything, there's going to be one more thing I have to go and get. Let me go to... I think it's here. There you are. You are what I want. I need 100. I need like 100 and some grand. I'm gonna sell the Unisa Jex right now, and I'm gonna buy. Yeah, I'm gonna sell the Unisa Jex right now just because I don't need this right now. And I'm gonna buy that Tavian Trempo because it is a fantastic car. There's our Lancer 5. That's a rally car. Probably show that off a little later in the dirt somewhere. There's our Tavian Trampo. This is a beautiful racing class car. And when I say beautiful, I mean it. It is probably one of my favorites of all time. We're actually going to use this right now and show it off before we end the part off today. What should I show off? I think this thing is front-wheel drive. Special stage R5, mid-engine. I don't know what to show this off in. I can show it off with Laguna Seca. Let's go. We'll do this really easy race for 10 grand. Remember, general rule of thumb when you get your racing class cars, always arm them up with super soft. These guys don't get racing brakes or brake balance controllers, nor can you give them any of their tune-ups and the whatnot. Very unfortunate, but at the same time, I understand. It's got a good racing tune. Most race class cars can be tuned up to 30 instead of the usual 25 where store-bought cars can get. Just figured I'd let you know that. But you're about to see why this is one of my favorite cars. You're about to see why this is one of my favorite cars of all time. Look at that. Do you see how amazing handling that is right there? Do you see how amazing this car is? Look at this. This car handles like a dream. I still have to brake here and there, but I am always getting them inside turns with this thing. It's phenomenal. And yes, this is a 6-speed car. So this is kind of in the same value, I would say, as the Daishin Sylvia, just because it's lower geared for racing, but it's still a fantastic car overall. And you can use this in quite a few. Hell, this car could actually enter those 394 races. So if you drum up 500 grand and buy this, you've actually got yourself 3 wins. I think this car can even beat the majority. I think this car even beats the majority of the. I'm trying to think here. I think this car beats the majority of the higher up races as well, because in those Euro and Pacific leagues, there's no race class cars that enter there. Yeah, I put the stream back down to 25 frames, and it's like I feel like the frame stuttering is a lot less noticeable and a bit more. It's a bit easier to manage because it's like it's not constantly going from 30 to 25 or 30 to 20. There's a lot less of a gap to jump, so it has more leeway to work with. That's my guess. This freaking corkscrew. My god. That corkscrew and I have memories. I remember I could never get that turn right. Way back in the day. In this game as a kid. That's one thing I can bring up next part as well, how I bet you certain people that are looking to race on these non-fictional racetracks of a sort, they don't know that they can use these games to kind of get a glimpse of how these tracks handle and whatnot, if they're still up to date. Because again, this game is called the Real Driving Simulator. Look at that, Tom's Angel T01. Oh boy. There's a new car. Oh boy. Christ, I hate when I sneeze like that. God, there's a mute button next to me. Speaking of the Angel TO1, that's what we get as a prize car. This thing's a piece of shit. Sell. Alright, baby. I'm gonna go rustle myself up another one of those Unisa Jex off screen, as well as potentially another Mugen NSX. And next time, we are going to be. I am going to be showing you the single greatest way of all time to grind out money in this game. Until then, this is Ragnamune signing out. You guys have a great night. Thanks for watching, and take care. I know I'm going to be taking care of my nose here real quick. Bye.